My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going on the Ascension grind yet again. We got completely shut out last episode. Whew. Let's try and not repeat that one. Remove a card from our deck, sure. And we'll get an aggressive card out. Kind of trying to stick to the previous declaration that we're going to be going for a mainly defensive build. Okay. So we're looking for, you know, body slam and trench, etc. Ugh, 17 already. Ouch. Just yikes. Alright, what's your block for this turn? 9! That's way more than you usually block for. Normal enemies have more challenging movesets. Yeah, no, they definitely do. And the enemy is getting 5 strength every single time they bellow. Gosh. Couple worse draws. That actually could have gone completely south for us. I think I'll take the armaments this early. Got an upgrade space in just a couple. I'm terrified that frontliner is going to turn around and try and hit me with like 15 damage. Not even too far off that. So, I wanted to go with the earlier bash. I would have used the extra strike, but it's not going to do anything. Bash strike, good kill. Steroid potion, as well as... Ooh. We can't rampage, can we? We're doing it. I'll take the max HP there. We managed to defend, as well as upgraded defense. Nice. Armaments a strike, and then just go in. Next rampage 13. Yeah, bash rampage is fine. It's 13, but I was weakened, so it was 9. Headbutt. I think I still upgrade probably the armaments first. Well, do I actually? Because this deck is ultimately going to have to run thin so that I can try and use the rampage to its full effect. So 13... 13 with the vulnerability is... Actually, let's remove the weakness from the calculation. No, actually, let's calculate the weakness first. Never mind. 13 is going to have extra 6 on top of it, so 19. 19 plus 6 is not enough for lethal. But I can save myself some HP by using the steroid potion. Rage is not bad. Rage is not bad in a deck like this that intends to just play all of its attacks. I will upgrade the armaments. I can get an extra upgrade if I go for an elite. It's not the best idea I've ever had, but... Ooh. But it's also not the worst. Hell yeah! And our next hand is almost guaranteed to have the headbutt in it, so that I can get the rampage back to the top of the deck to play it twice before we get through our next shuffle. All right! That's 8 damage. As well as a potion for an elite. Not bad. 8, no, it was 8, 6, 14. Matroshka, the next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. There's a pommel strike. It theoretically could go in this deck, but I don't have the extra energy to use it yet, so I'm not going to take it yet. We need Rampage to be upgraded. Then probably Rage is the next most important to upgrade. Vajra starting to come up with 2 strength, as well, 1 strength rather, as well as the Happy Flower. Every 3 turns gain an energy. Not bad. Okay. Do I go for another elite after this? I don't know. I just don't know. Alright. I'm going to put the Rage back on top of the deck. Although I should have just actually put an aggressive card on top of the deck. Guarantee my kill that next turn. Just enough to kill that backliner there. Not bad, not bad. Then bash. Headbutt. Rage is really helping us here. Shrug it off. Shrug it off could totally have a place in this deck instead of a Pommel Strike. So it's a defensive Pommel Strike, effectively. Okay, this is good, this is good. No, Rampage. We've got the extra strength, so it's actually bad. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to wake the enemy up this turn. It's really annoying, because I have to play the Rampage. Gambler's Brew, and discard basically everything. Rage, bash the headbutt, put the Rampage back on top of the deck. This fight is pretty... Rampage, headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck. Attack again. I'd love to attack once more, but I'm afraid that would be the end of me. Now, if this negative effect was allowed to go through, I believe that, yeah, elites have more challenging movesets and abilities. That would be remove 2 strength and 2 dex. That's so rough. It's not extremely important to upgrade any of those. I'm going to rest here. Second headbutt? Yeah, second headbutt. Whew. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to Rampage, headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck, and then shuffle 1 card, Rampage again. We've got another headbutt in the deck, ready to put it back on top. Headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck. Shrug it off to draw it. Rampage. We played Rampage 3 times, and we are still not through our first shuffle. That's what I am talking about. That's exactly what I wanted to aim for. My lord. Look at that Rampage. Just always ready. We may actually end up perfecting this fight. Holy crumbs, y'all. We could have upgraded before this combat. I don't need to attack again. Rampage kills next turn. Bye-bye. Swift, as well as Offering. Offering is totally a thing that goes in this deck. Juggernaut would give us, upgraded 7 damage to a random enemy every single time I play an attack after I've played my Rage. But we typically trigger Rage 3 times a turn, once every 3 turns, basically. So having the Offering for the extra energy as well as the extra card draw is pretty insane. It's more immediate, I guess. This is a problem. I do want to remove cards from the deck. It will make the deck run much smoother, right? We'll more likely get our Rampage early. We'll more likely get our headbutts to put it back on top of our deck. I want the extra energy so that I can do things like Rampage, headbutt, shrug it off Rampage, but it may actually be better to remove 2 cards from my deck now that I have the Offering to help me out a little bit. Get 2 strikes out of there. Alright, that final combat this floor is actually going to be a wee bit rough. There's a no elite path. We'll start on that at least. Okay, draw 3. Not exactly what I was looking for. Alright, I'm going to headbutt the shrug it off and then headbutt the headbutt. Setting up for the Rampages later. Yeah. Rage, Rampage, headbutt that to the top of the deck, then Offering to draw it. Rampage again, shrug it off, and defends. Okay, so we've got a new deck. We've got a second Rampage trigger. Yeah, Rampage, headbutt. Beautiful. Now, if you're wondering, like, Rhapsody, Rampage has, for you, proven to be a extremely... inconsistent win condition. I would point simply to my first Ascension 15 victory on the Ironclad, which was a Rampage deck. Out of nowhere, it was just a Rampage deck, and it just balled over everything else. Oh my gosh. Bag of Preparation is insane for this deck. We'll card remove a strike. And the Centennial Puzzle is actually also draw 3 more whenever I play my offering. Blood for Blood totally doesn't go in this deck, unfortunately. Duplicate a card in my deck. It would be offering. Like, slightly sadly, but it would be offering. It will make us so much more potent. Is there anything I should know? Okay. Offering again, just to get the Rampage in hand. Rampage. Headbutt. Shrug it off. Rampage. Headbutt. Strike. I took 20? I took 16 damage there. 16? No. I took a different number that isn't either of the ones I've said so far because both of those were wrong. 12. Yeah, we're gonna need like a meat on the bone kind of thing to help us heal. Is there another thing I need to smith? Not really. I think I actually start resting at all of these rest sites now. No metallicize for me. There's our Rampage. Rampage, headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck, shrug it off to draw it, play it again, offering for an entirely new hand. And we'll Rampage, headbutt it back to the top of the deck. You know the drill. Now that's going to be a buff. It can't be a heal. Rampage the back line, headbutt it back to the top of the deck. Now I don't want to play Shrug It Off, otherwise I'll draw it and won't have the energy to play it. And... excellent, we're covered. Yeah, I think we actually just ping-pong between rest sites and just rest. I know. Resting. Me. I know. For 6 though, that's not great. Unfortunately, we really want extra energy so that we can exhaust most of the cards in our hand, then play offering. Exhaust, I mean play out most of the cards in our hand and then play offering. The offerings always draw for like way too much, so we don't want to upgrade those. I'll upgrade the bash. It will give me vulnerability for more turns against the final boss. We've got the Molten Egg. Whenever we add an attack card to our deck, it's upgraded, as well as War Paint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills, including an offering. And didn't really need it, but okay. I really want extra energy after this boss. That is probably the most important thing that I could get. I'm about to be made vulnerable. 31 damage. That's rough. All right. Rampage, headbutt the Rampage, and then we'll offering. Rampage, headbutt the Rampage, then we'll offering. Rage, then we'll Rampage and strike and shrug and wait. Oh, and then we'll Rampage. Thunderclap is a really cheap setup for vulnerability, as well as some AoE. I think we have to take that. Ooh. See, the thing is, Apparition would buy me 5 turns, right? Just buys me 5 straight turns to start setting up my Rampage combo. I think I take it. This might kill me, but it might save me. I don't know which. Shuriken, every time you play 3 energy in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Another thing that you need to consider about Apparition is if I play one of them before I play my offerings only cost me 1 HP. That is huge. I'm going to let one of the apparitions exhaust. Thunderclap offering for the draw. Okay. Bash the backline, headbutt you. Then apparition just to extend the turn. That's our final apparition in play right now as well. So it's Thunderclap Bash. I'll willingly take 1 damage here not to put another Daze in my deck, and now I know my next turn has a Rampage in it, as well as a Headbutt, and then next turn is lethal. Beautiful. This is the kind of thing that am hoping for. This is the kind of thing for which I guess I am hoping. There we go. Berserk would actually be, like, really nice. The extra energy is so necessary, and the fact that we have the apparitions to mitigate the incoming damage is pretty big. Okay. Rampage, Headbutt, Offering. Rampage, Headbutt, Apparition. Yeah. I think the apparitions are actually just gonna carry me for a really long time. I do suspect at some point they will suddenly stop being good, but I think that time is pretty far off. It may be after the 3rd boss, far away. Alright. No, can't take any of those. Okay, so I have nothing but smithing here. But smithing. Alright, let's get the Berserk upgraded. Fewer turns of vulnerability is better. Berserk, and then Offering for a ridiculous amount of draw. Do I want to headbutt the headbutt back on top of the deck as well? Yeah. And then I'll... Rampage, headbutt again. See, the thing is, when the champ gets to the 2nd phase, we're screwed. So I need to build Rampage as many times as I possibly can before then. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm also going to try and leave that upgraded apparition in the deck, now that it's not ethereal, until the turn where the enemy is going to try and hit me with Execute. I'm going to Rage Headbutt, specifically for the Rage on top of the deck. 26! Not bad. Alright. Rampage, Headbutt, shrug it off. A Rampage, defend. Now this is vulnerability application. Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's next turn that I want the apparition. So I don't want to put anything on top of my deck. So I want Headbutt to be played first. Alright. Need apparition in this hand. Come on. Come on. There it is. Feels good, man. All right. Bash, strike, headbutt for the kill. We wouldn't have gotten through that without Rampage. We wouldn't have gotten through that without Rampage. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten through that without apparitions. Feeds? No, not really. Barricade also not really. Don't want any of those. I desperately wanted energy after this fight. We didn't get it. That's really unfortunate. I think I'll actually just take the Lizard Tail. The possibility of dying in the final fight and being resurrected and then finishing off the boss it's pretty potent. Okay. If I don't play both apparitions this turn, it doesn't matter if I play any of them, right? Because one of them is going to wear off, so only if I play two of them will it actually give me a turn of invulnerability. Oh yeah, this is what I hate. Of course. All right, I need to play an apparition before I play my smaller offering first. Get Berserk out of my hand. Go for those apparitions before offering. There's our Rampage, that's good. Got at least that covered. Headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck, and then I can headbutt the headbutt back to the top of the deck. Or I could shrug it off and Rampage. Yeah, I'll shrug it off and Rampage. The fact that I have invulnerability for the next couple turns means that these daggers are going to blow themselves up. Which is nice. It's handy. You can see the ones on the bottom are going to attack me and die. 41 with no weakness. What am I going to headbutt? Just Rage. Thankfully, the Reptomancer's not decided to heal here, so... yeah. Rampage is the kill, and we heal back up. Feel no pain. No. It's not suited for the final combat. Is upgrading a card worth? No, I can't risk it. It just wouldn't be worth. For my point of view, at least. Now, I could have left myself undefended that turn, so I could draw 3 more cards this turn, courtesy of the Centennial Puzzle. Could have. It'll happen this turn, anyway. Okay. Headbutt it back to the top of the deck, shrug it off. Use it. Then it's offering time. Rage, Rampage, we got it. I want to keep defensive things up here. Another headbutt's probably a bit much. I would like... No! It's Flash of Steel. It's Flash of Steel, 100%. Yeah, it's Flash of Steel and remove a card. Flash of Steel now gives me the ability to draw with 0 cost. So I can set things up, like I can Rampage, Headbutt, and then Flash of Steel to draw the Rampage. I've only used 2. So it's like the optimal version of having a Pommel Strike. Like, it performs the better result of a Pommel Strike for me. I'd like to go for all of them. In fact, I will. Specifically, I want to go for all of them for the possibility of getting another... Master of Strategy is really good. Finesse is really good. For getting another Swift Strike, but that's actually a really good result as well. We'll probably heal up in normal combats now. Okay, there's an Apparition. Good. Okay, so we can Apparition, Rampage, Headbutt, Flash of Steel draws it back. We can... Master of Strategy. Ooh, that's not the hand I was hoping to get there. Yikes. Do I actually not play the Rampage this turn? No, I play it against the Spiker, which draws me cards, then I get an offering, and then that allows me to continue the chain that I wanted to continue. Beautiful. We'll headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck, then finesse, draw it, and then Rampage. Good. So we should still have 2 Apparition left in the deck, and we do. All right, we're set up for double kill next turn with, you know, reasonable draw. All right. Maybe we didn't kill that turn. Maybe. Works out in the end, though. Gonna be using the Dex Potion in the final fight. Tiny chest, you gain 30 gold, 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. Just gonna go to more rest spaces. You blow up in 2 turns, which is just rough. Gosh, it's rough. We're offering now because we can take full advantage of the card draw. I need to kill the repeater. The repulsor first, rather. Then I don't really care about the exploder because it's just going to blow up against my intangibility. I probably shouldn't have played it like that because I just drew an apparition that I really wanted to play. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Good gosh. Yeah, none of this hand worked out particularly how I wanted it to. I'll put a Flash of Steel back on top of there, I guess. Okay, I'll Rampage, headbutt it back to the top of the deck, Flash of Steel on you, Thunderclap, Rampage. Lost a bunch of HP there because we didn't have any defensive cards in the hand because we got all of our defensive cards the hand prior. I should probably just be upgrading all of my defense. Lose Bash upgraded, hell yeah. Get that out of the deck. Yeah, no, I should just be upgrading the defense. There's very little reason to be deviating from that. That's my bad. Whew, let's see if we can actually kill the Transient, eh? Like, I know I can live against it because I just play all of my intangibility and then I'll be fine, but can we beat it? Let's find out. We'll headbutt to get that Rampage back on top of the deck, and then shrug it off to get it. Alright. Again. Wait a second, if I don't have the Rampage, it doesn't matter. Damn it! Just upgrade the rest of these. Rampage in the bottom 2, unfortunately for me. And there it is. Thunderclap, Rampage, headbutt it back to the top of the deck, finesse to draw it for free, then get to play it again. Oh, wow! The Transient's actually around for more turns now. I hadn't even noticed that. Ooh. That could have been a problem. In fact, it still could be. I probably should have saved that for another turn. Never mind, we're fine. Rampage, then headbutt, put it back to the top of the deck. Play double defense, and then I've got a rampage for the next turn already. Cool. 90 damage, though. Wowzers. Rampage, headbutt, finesse, rampage. Didn't kill him, but held our own pretty well. I'm gonna rest. Just for the 4 HP. Drink that Dex potion. I want the offering first. Did not get what I wanted. It's real bad. Alright, it's probably time to finesse and then Flash of Steel. Alright, fine. Thunderclap, then offering. Wow, we're still behind. There's the rampage. Alright, I'm gonna armaments just to upgrade all of those. Also to keep that apparition in the deck. So fundamentally what I'm looking for here is a Thunderclap, but I don't have one, that's fine. I'll Rage, shrug it off, Apparition. Thunderclap before I reshuffle for the possibility of getting the Thunderclap again. Okay. Thunderclap in the next draw would be really good. We're not building the Rampage fast enough right now. I'll Rampage there. I mean, I could have Raged beforehand. Probably should have. Didn't make a difference, though. Rampage there, then Flash of Steel for the draw. Rampage again. Shrug it off and defend. Sure. So we've only got very few more turns of safety. I don't want to play this Apparition. I want it to exist after the enemy transforms. That's why I have it upgraded. 9x4 incoming this turn. Thunderclap, Rampage, the headbutt back to the top of the deck, and then defend. So 9x4 is 36, which means that this will defend us for all but 1 damage. 23. Okay, so it's Rampage, headbutt, finesse the draw, Rampage, defend, shrug. Not bad. Not bad at all. We are well within the field of possibility of success. How much could I divorce that? It is theoretically possible that we do not die. Headbutt the Rampage back to the top of the deck. Then I'll shrug it off. Rampage. I could have played the Thunderclap there. I would have gotten extra strength. That's my bad. Should have done that. Whew, boy. All right. This, I didn't exactly get the right card on the right turn, but that's fine. Apparition's still useful this turn. There's no Rampage in there, unfortunately, so I have to use both my draws first. And again, Rampage, headbutt it back to the top of the deck. All right. It's our final turn of intangibility. Enemy has 21 as well as a debuff this turn. That's not good. Rampage, headbutt, shrug it off, and Rampage. All right, we've got the win. Thunderclap, Flash of Steel. Now that is an Ascension 18 win with Rampage. I have been trying to get a Rampage deck going in Ascension 1 for the last month, probably. And now we can see why. Because when it works, God, it works. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. That has been Ascension 18 completed with the Ironclad with a Rampage archetype. Not bad. I I think there is a little bit to be said for the fact that both, well, some of my successful high Ascension runs have Apparition in them, probably a higher proportion than would usually be found. Yeah, I think Apparition is really good. I really do. I think it's really good when you need time to set up your combo elements, and that's what I've been using it for. It's really been performing. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.